Speaking of reading into things, was it the last-minute advisory to the South African development community to back the Madagascar candidate? Was it Francophone solidarity? Was it Kenya's failed or missteps in the area of diplomacy that cost Raila Odinga the AUC chairmanship? Well, Emmanuel To interrogates now in this report.
He had led for 2 rounds of the election until he stopped leading. Kenya is still counting its losses, and the candidate is yet to understand what really happened in the dying embers of the contest that saw his ambitions go up in flames.
And actually we were sure we win, but this, as I say, other factors have come into play, and those factors are going to come out and will be known.
However, the unforeseen circumstances may be interpreted to mean the recent high-octane last-minute regional politics triggered by a series of events, including the DRC-Congo conflict that Kenya played a role in resolving. The perception that Kenya was supporting Rwanda and the M23 militia by extension, ruffling feathers with DRC's President Felix Tshisekedi and by extension the South African Development Community SADC, where DRC is also a member.
The candidate from Madagascar, the number of votes that he got 10, and then when we came to round 2, you were also able to see the patterns that were playing, so you can clearly see that the Francophone countries were able to stick together.
The effect, Tshisekedi is keeping an EAC meeting organized by President William Ruto, opting to turn up for the SADC one that set the ball rolling for Odinga's failure. Kenya's Foreign Affairs PS Korir Sing'oei's response to a letter directing SADC countries to line up behind the Madagascar candidate Richard Randrato, adding to the list of possible blunders, which analysts say rattled the SADC countries.
To our minds, we think that this letter is sort of an afterthought. We think that it is mere courtesy to show a bit the minimalist solidarity extended to a member of their region.
The SADC power shift would be evident from the 3rd round of the election, with the numbers of the supposed SADC candidate Richard Randrato shifting to the Djibouti candidate, who opened the gap between him and Raila to the last round. Odinga was forced to bow out in the 6th round, where Mahmoud Youssouf went ahead and won the race by the required 2/3 of the total votes, translating to 33 votes. Analysts have also opined that the Francophone countries, which make up nearly 28 out of 55 African countries, may have played a role maintaining a united bloc in the election.
They voted for their country. And then you also look at it that the Anglophone countries were not able to vote as a unit. And then also you look at also other regional politics and then regional interests that were at play also might have affected a great deal the outcome of these elections.
Out of the 6 AUC chairperson elections since 2002, 5 have been won by French-speaking countries, with South Africa's Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma being the only lucky Anglophone to occupy the seat. Odinga's loss comes barely 8 years after another one, where Kenya's candidate in the 2017 AUC election, Ambassador Amina Mohamed, lost to Musa Faki in the same fashion. Emmanuel To, Citizen TV, Nairobi.